an incredible honor it is to be part of All About the Girls' 10-year anniversary celebration. And I have to admit, when Jenny called me, I was absolutely thrilled. This is not the usual presentation or speech that I would normally give, so quite a departure. And Jenny, I would just like to say to you that you have built a career around amplifying women's voices. You find us, you give us the space to tell our stories, and you make sure our stories are heard. And we are very lucky to have you in our lives. And I truly believe that every community would be so lucky to have their very own Jenny Craig Brown. So. All right, now the only thing standing between all of you and the rest of your evening is me, so I promise this will be the fastest 45 minutes of, no, I'm joking, 5 minutes. So, okay, dear me, dear Sherri, where do I begin? So this was actually the first question that Jenny posed to all of us when she brought us speakers and a few amazing alumni together a few weeks ago. And we started talking, saying, well, all right, well, what age would we give our younger self advice? And I thought, gosh, Jenny, you're really taking it easy on us. I would tell myself a million things. This is the easiest thing. Turns out, just like many of the other speakers, not so much. It was not that easy to write this speech. So here's what I mean by that. So started thinking about all the stages of my life. So I thought, okay, let's start with high school, Sherri. No, she wouldn't have listened to older Sherri. So I wanted to be real with you all. I would not have listened to my older self. My mom was the same age I am now when I was in high school. And I loved her dearly, but I didn't listen to her then. So why on earth would I listen to present day Sherri? And the truth is, I wouldn't. High school Sherri knew it all, unfortunately. Like Aubrey said, the teenagers, we know it all. So, okay, let's fast forward to college age Sherri. No, sorry, same scenario. She knew it all too. I was so focused, I was so driven, I was so determined. I'm an overthinker, and as an overthinker, I had contingency plans for my contingency plans, which I'm sure some of you can relate to. I went on my path accordingly. I think it turned out okay. So, okay, fast forward to the next stage of my life. So this is the getting ready to settle down, marry my husband, start a family stage of my life. And yeah, I can admit now I did not know everything at this stage. But here's what I did know. I knew that I needed to wait for someone who was kind and generous, someone who made sense for me. And I'm proud of that choice. My husband and I just celebrated 15 years of marriage. We have like wonderful... we have a wonderful 12-year-old son, my paparazzi right in front of me, my biggest fan. Thank you, Robbie. And you followed the assignment very well. And we have built a beautiful life together. But here's maybe where I may have started listening to present day Sherri, and this is something that nobody tells you in your 20s, and usually when you find out, it's the hard way and it's too late. Your husband, your spouse will probably be the one to guide you through the loss, through the death of one or both of your parents, so choose wisely. And I promise you, one day life is going to body slam you with grief that you've never experienced before, so be with the person that holds you up and holds you together when you're going through it. Choose the one that doesn't flinch in the face of hard times, because those hard times are coming. And being with the right person in those moments, that's what counts. That's what really matters. So, all right. Robbie, you're next. Okay, so the next stage of my life, first time mom to be Sherri. So now I'm getting ready to have my first baby. I'm 30 years old, and honestly, I could probably do a 10-minute speech in and of itself. But this is probably when I really would have started listening to present day Sherri. So I'm gonna share a story with you it's about motherhood. There's a million stories I could have picked, but I picked a recent one. So the other day, my son Robbie, who is 12, he came up to me and he was very upset. And he said, Mom, what would you do if you lost all of your friends? My brain froze, guys. Did I spring into action? No, well, kind of. So here's what happened. He told me the other day at school, some kids put hair on him, and they put hair in his food, and he couldn't eat his lunch. So what do? Well, what would any of us mothers do? We turn into Mama Bear immediately. I say, who are these kids? What are their phone numbers? I'm talking to their parents right now. Was this helpful? No. The look on Robbie's face, no, Mom, don't do that. Don't do that. So I took a deep breath and I asked Robbie, how do you want to handle this? And calmly through his tears, he said, well, Mom, I want to call my friends. I want to call the ones who actually put the hair on me and in my food. And I want to tell them, if you continue to do that, I will no longer sit at the lunch table with you. Right? Now, did I think this would work? No, I did not. We're talking about 12-year-old boys here, so no, I didn't. But the point is, I supported him. He made the call word for word. He stood his ground, and he handled it with such grace. And everything worked out. Everyone's friends again. But here's what I learned. Dear Sherri, even when you love your kid more than anything, you won't always have the answers. Sometimes you have to trust that they do, no matter how hard that is. Okay, now fast forward to, I guess present day Sherri. So now we're with CEO Sherri. I became a CEO at the age of 40 and a mom at the age of 30. I don't know which one was more terrifying, but okay, so for CEO Sherri, this is when I could have used the most advice. This was the first time in my life that I didn't feel entirely confident. I hated that feeling. I've always been pretty self-assured, but this was very unfamiliar territory for me. So, here's what I would have told myself. Dear me, dear Sherri, surround yourself around the people who lift you up. Find those mentors that see your potential before you do. Keep those people close. Those are your people. Everyone has an opinion, that's all right. Everyone has critics in their lives, that's all right too. In fact, if you have critics, that means you're doing something worth talking about. Keep on your path, stay true to yourself. If you can do that, you cannot fail. And when things get rough, and they will, just remember, and a mentor of mine told me this, and it's such simple words to live by, but when things get rough, you can laugh or you can cry. The choice is yours. And I choose to laugh whenever I can. So, all right, lastly, there was a reason I picked Learning to Fly by Tom Petty. Besides the fitting lyrics, here's my quick Tom Petty story. I tell this story a lot. Tom Petty was having a concert in Chicago, and my husband and I, we desperately wanted to go. Ticket prices were so expensive, even the lawn seats. We skipped it and we said, we'll catch him next time. There wasn't a next time, guys. Tom Petty passed away. He died that following year. So, dear Sherri, don't wait. Don't assume that you will always have more time. Hey guys, my mom passed away at 66. She went to bed. She never woke up. She had a heart attack in her sleep. So you know what? Buy those shoes, take that vacation, eat that cake, eat that dessert, go to that concert. Don't be too old or too frugal to live the life that you could have had. So thank you all so much for still being here tonight, all the way to the end of the night, and letting me be a small part of this amazing celebration. It's been such a joy to share in this moment with you all. Thank you so much, Jenny. I will not forget this. What a memorable moment it is for all of us tonight. Wishing you all a beautiful rest of your evening. Thank you.